All right. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to ITU's weekly overview. I'm your IT professor, Zay on tour. You can find me at IT professor on all social media platforms. I'm here with my boy Tay, admin part of the team. We're gonna go ahead and get into this overview, see what's going on. NFP week was awesome for your boy last week. Dropped some pretty good calls. So we'll continue. We'll try to continue that wave. So the Senate's getting its big healthcare, climate, and tax package after a marathon session. Let's see, we're talking about stocks rallying, but the bear market isn't over. Investors are wrestling with boomflation after hot July jobs report. So they're penciling another jumbo Fed hike. S&P targets at 4,400 for 2022. Clinical growth. Let's see here. Inflation reduction was an $80 billion IRS, but some experts wonder if it's enough to help with the backlog agency. They are backed up heavy. We know that. Tax credits for heat pumps, so it can lower the energy bill. I mean, that's not new information. You get a $4,000 tax credit for use of electric vehicles. That's awesome. 7,500 for new. I need to get my Tesla in, man. I got to get my Tesla in. Clean energy hiring expands in red and blue states into your zip code to see if there's some jobs in here. So there's some job increase going on there. I'm going to tap into the Dow and the NASDAQ. And Tay, let me know if you'll be going over gold. I'm really just going to be looking at indexes for the coming week. Buyback tax carried intersection out here. Okay, so your stocks haven't bottomed out. Okay, so I've been on a rally on indexes myself after we completed the COVID high, like I talked about the last overview. So I really don't see much going on but a pullback, but we'll definitely re-verify with the charts. I'm already bearish on DXY. So tech industry doesn't look like anything new. I'm gonna hit Forex Factory first. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Chris, coming in. CPI data. What's good, Chris? How you doing, man? CPI data on. So, okay, Wednesday, Thursday, we got some USD news. More than likely, and then ending Friday with the consumer sentiment. 7 a.m. sharp. It's going to be good. All right. Let's get into Fin Screener. So we're coming into the 7th through the through the 12th, okay? So the 10th, we're expecting sell opportunity, and that will be that Wednesday news. So that'll probably be a combination there. So it's for the Dow, that's all it's got. Let's hit the NASDAQ. And who's this? Illumina. Also, same thing. And that's going to be on Thursday. What do we have there? With the PPI, core PPI, and unemployment claims. So definitely get some movement there. Look for GBP, 11 p.m. to get some movement for those trading there. But other than that, kind of low on red folders this week. So not expecting news to do too much damage unless anything comes out. And the Federal Reserve Board, I believe we didn't have a lot going on either coming into this week. Reserve balances. That's coming into that Thursday, like we saw with NASDAQ. And then assets and liabilities Friday. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening with DXY. I'm personally bearish. I have a nice um, uh, divergence coming in here. Let me make sure there's no continuation. Let's see. This is on the daily time. Okay, so step one, just off rip, I'm recognizing this divergence here on the DXY. So that's my first signal of a possible reversal coming in. Let's see if we are at a strong location for resistance on this time frame. It's down because it's taking a lot of my chart space. So all right. Okay, so we are hitting, yep, pretty decent resistance level here where the market's reversed multiple occasions. We can see it did break pretty easily here, coming back for obviously a retest of the support for coming in and then recognizing this now as a support level. We get the double top, broke, come back, and now respecting that resistance. Pretty strong level. So we should see a reversal at this point, most definitely. Going into the daily time frame, I'm looking at most, if it wants to pop up and come up with a double top here, or filling this imbalance off of this daily candle. I'm not saying it's not possible. Let's say something like that is definitely doable situation. I want to see a little more information though. So let's go into the 4 hour. Let's see. Get a consolidation here. Breakout inverted, which is pretty nice. So if DXY decides to no longer hold, bring this to a line chart just so I can see structure. So after this move, retrace. So this has kind of made this a resistance level here. Let's go ahead and fill this out. Oops. So now it is giving wick projections here. That's why I've marked this up. It's telling me that, you know, this could be a double top situation. If this engulfs, just comes back, fills the gap, and then continue its downside pressure, cool. If not, like I said, we're in the beginning of the week, so therefore it could set up for Wednesday to then go ahead and proceed with the move, as we did identify that 4 hour in daily, or is it daily? The daily imbalance. Let me make sure. Right. Okay. So if it decides to, it can do that, or it can, of course, just fall from the location that it's at. Now, pullback will be preferred because going back and looking at the indexes, I would like to see some type of weekly retracement before continuing, if necessary. And we have a daily close of a doji here. So there is the possibility of it still holding this area. And I'll get deeper into that here in a minute. So let's Move there. Let's go to the weekly. Just see how I want to see how this candle closed out. See, that's telling me it's a strong possibility, especially with them saying the bear market not being over. If it does want to come down to get us this cross that we're going to need, it could happen here. So let's go into the daily, possibly the flag formation setting up here. But definitely need some lower time frame stuff. Now, I definitely recognized last week before we closed out, we have a double bottom here, which is really nice at this location, coming off of this retracement. Okay. Like I said, I'm bullish myself. It's just recognizing where we're going to get that retracement to continuation. And Nas created new highs from this level. And we have this nice double bottom here with a divergence here. Okay. And I'd like to see this filled here. Let me get this candle marked off. Yeah. So I would not be mad at a retracement matching up with the DXY like that. For the continuation. And if we go back for a weekly, after it did give us a retracement, I am not neglecting the candle that was presented for that doji. If I was to just recognize the candle itself. Go to the daily. You can see 618 area plus the area we identified on the smaller time frames could present an inverted type situation here. Okay, even if it doesn't want to come back that far, you can just get this 50% retracement. Nice double bottom here. And it's just struggling to break these highs, right? But if I recognize that with Nas, let's take a look at what's going on here. And go back to candles. So Nas gave you a solid bullish weekly close. I wouldn't be surprised if this candle lines up with these wicks here. Let's take a look. Yeah, 786 hit. That's pretty nice. So that'll be a pretty deep pull down. But exactly on a beautiful support level. Not neglecting, again, here we are with a daily engulfing after filling this imbalance here. So don't neglect your sales, man. Don't neglect the sell opportunities that can exist. Then I want to see the divergence at this level on the smaller time frames. Let me see if Ted, did you get back to me? Will you be going over gold tonight? Let me know. So if this daily closes out over the next 24 hours and stays bearish following this engulfing, we will see definitely further downside pressure come off of that. But for now, with the expectation of the DXY dropping, a pullback to that support wouldn't be surprising. Doesn't have to happen, just can't happen. Okay. If I was to look at the sell sides at this point, let's take a look here. This could land us a 4-hour cross, in which case I would just play the OO off of and follow that down. We do have a divergence here. Slight, but it is there. And I did catch this on Ethereum, which I'll take a look at here in a second, just because I'm in that trade currently. But on the lower time frame, we can see hidden divergence for the continuation does exist. And that would ultimately trump the divergence we picked up on. Okay. Now with divergence, if you've gone through the lesson, hidden divergence will trump regular divergence because it is a push-up continuation. So after a minor pullback, we can definitely see something like that happening here. So it's best to wait and see, let it play out. But I would ultimately like to see these go bullish after handling these pullbacks. I mean, we've seen the support structure here that it came back and tested, literally took forever to finally come back. So if people were playing in this realm, you know, could have been dangerous, but ultimately catching the divergence that existed when this got created, which you can see the divergence off this 3 touches to the high, 3 touches here. Fantastic. But then as it came in with the hidden, we started to go bullish. So we'll see how this ultimately plays out over the next few hours. And I'll be keeping an eye out on that. Now, Monday may be quiet, but we may see more action there. And after, SPX also holding this level here. We didn't get the full retracement to fill this imbalance. So I'm kind of hesitant on SPX. But it did fulfill that 50% retracement level. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily ever have to come back and revisit that. For the Dow, now me personally, you know, it would be preferred to see some type of retracement to give us the entire inverted head and shoulders. Does it have to happen? It doesn't. It can still hold the trend. I mean, we've only got a gap left down here. So, you know, don't be surprised if those cells hold tight this week. And then we'll see reversals here coming soon. If it decides to break that level and give you the entire inverted. This is that COVID high that was broken, that it came, gave us a nice touch to, and then we've just never seen it come back since. And that had happened before during COVID year. All right. That is all I have. We're going to, you know, stay steady and prepare for what's to come. We'll see how this plays out. If we can get a quick sell tonight, maybe I'll take a look at that. Oh, I did say I was going to look at Ethereum, so let me pull that up real quick. Ethereum, this sell was going really well, but on Saturday, I recognized if you aren't a divergence utilizer, I would highly recommend it. So minor. If you see it before me, just let me know. Here we go. Okay, so a slight divergence level right here. And off of that, coming and following through with this consolidation here. Okay, and not able to stay above that level. Sellers are coming in pretty strong. It's pretty nice to see. We got a retracement back into the area, failure to close above, and then a nice inverted coming in here. So I do have a strong sell off of that area, which I like. I'll put gold in the chat tomorrow. Okay, cool. Not a problem, bro. So that is literally all I am looking at. Let me see how Rolls-Royce did with the announcement of the electric vehicle. Didn't go too well. But it has definitely been holding this area for quite some time. So I'd like to see this maybe even double bottom. At some point, it starts to gain its value again. We'll see. You know, anything's possible. If you're looking at that, let me see if there's anything exciting on some Forex pairs. I mean, G is still playing off this double top, but it's been holding this nice support level. And if we can get it to close, let's go look at the weekly. Oops, sorry about that. Man, I mean, we do have the possibility. It's a beautiful double top here. If you took advantage of that, that's nice. But if the DXY doesn't hold through with staying bullish, we'll start to see G reverse over a possible inverted at this strong monthly level. And we do have that same, we do have this divergence that came into play here. So it would not be a surprise if G does decide to reverse and continue to go bullish now at this point. If you start to see these things happening, I wouldn't personally expect the market to continue this huge slide. Like, we'll start to see things reverse. We'll start to see news not match. They'll start to say bad things are happening, but then you'll come to the charts and then everything's good, which is not surprising. It's happened before a lot. And with UJ, and basing that off the DXY, we can see it's had this nice cross here in the daily. It's come back and retested this imbalance on top of a resistance level. It's already wicking from there. And see, I'm sure I'll find, of course, here it is. Go from here to here, nice divergence. Divergence has been a beautiful thing, man. To be honest, I hate that I haven't been using it in so long. But it's been nice, and there's even a bigger divergence on the weekly. That's major. So don't be surprised if you see that play out. But hey, be careful. I see the hidden divergence in here as well, man. That's why I don't be messing with you, EJ, really. So if it's just a pullback situation, then that'll be the case. But with a daily cross, we can see even still, that's not a big respected thing in this bullish run that it's been having with the DXY. So in detail, we do have the break of trend. We got the lower low, now possibly lower high in this fill. So I'd be bearish myself on that. That's all I really have. US oil is dropping off the face of the earth. Still looking to find its support. There. And if it calls it good at 88, then that'll be the case. Otherwise, we'll still continue to see it reach down to hit that level. We had a nice daily inside bar, doji, recognizing this resistance level here, where it did create a nice engulfing pattern off of. So if it decides to come back and retest that area, is more than possible. If the daily closes as a morning star, it follows that up with another bull, we can start to see oil go in the other direction. But for now, we're coming off a weekly engulfing. I'm going to want to see that come back and retrace and hit that resistance level off the 618, and then continue its downside move, because that is a pretty passionate candle last week. If that's going to be the case. If not, we'll see the action, like I said, a morning star show up and start to give us that continuation to the upside. But from a lower low, lower high perspective, we've continued off of actually making this high, coming down, coming up, making you a lower high, now coming down, breaking this level here, and then continuing the onslaught back into hell. And that's the big boys and grabbed all their money. So they're heading for a merger with who, Chris? I'm personally expecting these guys to come in and take care of this imbalance down here. So close, but not close enough. And my thing on Bitcoin is I want Bitcoin to go to 10 to 11,000. I'm going to keep that solidified. 12, whatever, roughly in that area. Maintaining. It's nice. Let's see. Yeah, back to me. Yeah, Chris, when you get a chance, let me know about that. Or you can unmute, whatever. Let me know what you got going on with Ethereum's merger. Ooh, excuse me. If anything, get back to me in the Discord if you are wrapped up at the moment.
My bad. They about to merge with another blockchain that'll make them go from proof of work to proof of stake. So basically what that means is that when people instead of like your typical coin mining that people do for Bitcoin in Ethereum, they'll stake the coins that they already have, kind of like a bank account, if you would.
Got you.
So it'll kick you back rewards based off of how much you stake, not based off of how much work you did, how much work your computer did via your GPU or CPU, whatever, which way you have your miner set up.
Word.
But so that's supposed to happen in September, but like everything in the crypto world moved kind of slow. So we'll see. And then like all the details not out either, because the dude that spoke at a conference recently basically said even after the merger, Ethereum will only be 55% complete.
Wow. So there's still a lot of action going on in the crypto space.
Yeah. I know. I never really liked the Ethereum blockchain because I always thought like paying gas fees for crypto was kind of crazy, and
It's
Ethereum
insane.
gas fees is
Insane.
expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, but be on the lookout for that.
Okay, cool, for sure. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, so yeah, that's all I got for the overview today. We will go through some extra pairs. Matter of fact, I've got for Strauss, we'll go through, I might delete it some of those. We'll go through GA. Let me see. Okay, so this is finally kind of getting some sell action off of the flag. Keeps popping in, man. It's been in this consolidation so long, I don't even look at it. GJ. One day we'll decide to go up is what I expect. We are looking for this double bottom to hold true until we meet the imbalance here, is what I'm looking for, preferably. All right, so preferably, like I said, we're looking for this double bottom to hold in fruition. We've got a nice neckline retest going on. It came back and met a support level here, which is nice. Higher right leg for a double bottom. It's not as pretty on here for that right leg, but I do recognize it on the candle, so I'm not tripping on that. So upward move, I mean, continuations. I mean, I wouldn't see much, but for it to fill this 4 hour tonight and maybe stay bullish through the week, that would be awesome. Also in conjunction with the DXY. Let me take a look at my FX book. Let's look at market sentiment. GJ's got a lot of strong sellers, it looks like. How many are we looking at here? So 61% of people are short, 3,400 positions, over 800 lots in that area. So I'm definitely wanting to buy. Definitely wanting to buy, probably within London session. So I may be up for that. Other than that, that's all I got, man. If y'all got any questions, let me know. Let me check this chat. We got going on clean energy legislation. Okay, cool. Yeah, we talked about that. If anybody has nothing, no questions or anything like that, this will of course get dropped tonight, and I will holler at y'all. Let me see what I got tomorrow. I'll be up for, I think I'm including Tai Chi. If you want to do that, if you get up early, or if you want to come back and watch, whatever, and do it your time, I'll be doing that. We'll be back into yoga and cardio sessions for the fit. And we'll get back into mindset early in the morning too. So I'll have all that stuff recorded. If you'll be joining us, I'll have the times and calendar drop tonight. And Tay, you should probably, I think you should still be a part of the calendar via email. So I should still be following those stipulations. That's all I got. I will holler at y'all later. Peace.